Hello, and thanks for joining me once again this December 2022. I want to wish you and your family happy holidays and family enjoyment and spiritual development as well. One of the things that underlines everything in our lives for the past 40 or 45 years has been this long-standing sextile 60-degree separation between Pluto and Neptune, which refers only to a long, drawn-out process of trying to revive our sense of spiritual unity among all of ourselves and our relationship to nature. So that's what this month is about, the ending of the old and the beginning of the new. Thanks for joining. Happy holidays. Here's a chart for the month of December 2022. This chart has a Sagittarius sun and rising and a Pisces moon, signifying a need for transcending the past, and it applies as much to Iran, China, and Russia as it does to the United States. For the U.S., foreign affairs comes into sharp focus, demanding a new approach to U.S. involvements in the world based on a very different worldview than that of the past. The only planet above the horizon is retrograde Mars, redirecting our ambitions and actions toward a new humanity-affirming set of values. The lower internal half begins with a Sagittarius Venus and ends with retrograde Uranus in Taurus, conjunct the North Node. This North Node issues a challenge for us all to place a high value on the future so that our conflicts clear long enough to see the truth hidden by the fog of the past, conspiracy theories, and other lies. The sun and moon are square by sign, revealing the need for social reconstruction based on more compassionate principles. Political and economic growth will be forced, helping us become aware that materialistic values are bankrupt. Individual growth may also feel forced, but people must find the courage necessary to begin effective preparation for changes coming with the spring of 2023. This will become clear around December 5, when the Pisces Neptune, planet of unity consciousness, begins direct motion, demanding a more spiritual view of our basis for existence. In support of that, on December 24th, the Aries Chiron goes direct, showing the need for a new kind of creative response to global power struggles. At the end of the year, Mercury turns retrograde to revise our whole understanding of 2022. If you know your moon and rising signs, please listen to those as well. Aries, avoid anger by developing an internal ability to see those situations as opportunities to adapt to serving higher purposes of life. Your ambitions need to adapt and recharge your efforts. Taurus, hard work is rewarding if self-doubt is held to a practical minimum. Otherwise, resentment builds against the heavy load you carry, believing it will help you become more highly valued. Gemini, relationship issues and power balances are on your mind. You may feel powerless to achieve your ambition unless you reorder your priorities with an emphasis on higher truths. Cancer, healing yourself means overcoming the fear of failure, holding you back both financially and psychologically. New possibilities are on the horizon that you need to risk attempting. Leo, creating real goals improves your ability to handle change. Avoid jealousies and resentments. New creative endeavors are possible, but you need to approach this with way more positivity. Virgo, perhaps you feel a need to relocate. But travel here is either psychic or geographical or both. Overcoming internal self-doubt enhances and deepens your ability to help others succeed. Libra, letting go of your fear of failure fosters a sense of validity and powers your communications with truth and transforms all of your relationships, setting a course toward an exciting journey. Scorpio, eclipses this year have brought you to see the need to rise above resentments and latch on to a more positive set of values. This means a higher self-esteem in all of your relationships. Sagittarius, everything in you shouts for a new direction that includes risking a different way of expressing your ideas and leadership. The path of service brings more self-confidence. Capricorn, the last 15 years have been an intense journey, with Pluto seemingly undermining you and destabilizing you in one regard in order to reorient you toward a greater kind of self-love. Aquarius, the past remains an issue, seeming to inhibit you from connecting to a higher sense of purpose. Actual change can only result from using the past as a guide to help you keep improving. Pisces, this is a time for new beginnings that are accompanied by major endings. Jupiter and Neptune were last in Pisces together in 1856. It asks we end trusting false systems and claims. This month involves understanding that we are being presented with a golden opportunity to begin building a new framework for world peace. This one involves navigating the crisis that frames this opportunity, namely the square between the Venus-Mercury conjunction and the conjunction of the Moon with Neptune. People are disillusioned about the prospect for world peace. The inner values and concepts, Venus and Mercury, call for a new direction, but if people don't think it is possible, the energy resides with Pluto, which is near the midpoint of that square, near the end of Pluto's home, is the deep unconscious where fear and survival instincts live, and in the second house of resources. People are concerned about their economic survival, but Pluto's energy surfaces with the retrograde Libran Mars in the upper objective hemisphere, forcing a degree of cooperation that will, for a time, paper over major differences among world leaders and allow for the possibility of major new agreements to work together to fight climate change. Mars carries Pluto's intention of an economic renewal into the realm of global relationships, but its retrograde motion shows the political will is absent. But the Sun is providing all the creative power, being trine to Chiron in Aries. This kind of difficulty is the motive force that people can and should use to manifest the courage to demand change, which involves cooperation and the rejection of superficial change that does nothing.